Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. And it's fielded. We're sort of trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. And he'll get the carry. It's a nice game. He'll move the football up to the 27. Longhorns come to the line and want to hurry up.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. To throw, it's Manning. The receiver makes the catch. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Ducks line up with a first and goal. try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Good enough for 1st down yardage. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup here, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped. Ball. Don't see that often. He's an excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. It's Simon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the 1st down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early when good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Moore. Ball is incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Defender sitting back in zone, eyes on the football, bats that ball down, headed for the in-breaking receiver. That's just really good discipline by that secondary.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Suddenly, off the interception, it's first and goal for this offense. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Texas.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. To the air, it's Moore. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Hand off to the back. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They go up for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Manning. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? QB bootlegs here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Benson. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. They'll set up at the 16. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some space around the 30. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He escapes the pocket. After all that, heaves it deep down the middle. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Trying the run, and still.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! This offense really clicking. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Checks this down to the running back. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Takes a deep shot down the middle. And the basketball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. And that PI call is going to give them one more untimed play in the half.
Number 36 on the field goal.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half.
Texas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Making some adjustments now. Looking downfield. It's Moore. On the move now. Over the middle. It's Hill. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks, as they put 6 more on the board. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Takes the field. Dropping back. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. Comes up with the catch.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Grabbed by the receiver. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Handoff from the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41. The Longhorns offense is on the move now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. It's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to jam these receivers at the line. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense trying to move in the scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Looking downfield, it's Moore. He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Timing here by the defense to shoot that gap. As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The sure hands. It's Davison. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the...
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Texas.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this, you're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Zips it down the middle. Downfield and